should be chalkboards, crafts,
so you do one
crafts. We need the craft people with the crafts
Okay.
going out, teach the children. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's anesthesia.
Oh, okay, cool.
Teach these children the science to be rulers. Stop holding back the knowledge and information.
Yeah.
Bring it
It's
up.
not
It'll
fair.
be 5
It's not
Okay,
fair.
because I have somebody.
You show them how to be the doctor.
You know what?
Now you got to go to them.
I'm
You see, God only means, when they say G-O-D, when we spell it, or G-D, backwards is dog. And when we talk about dogs, we call setback, Anubis. They were the dog gods. So they got us worshiping.
All right, cool.
They got us worshiping half of the worship. It's Isis, Apophic, Osiris, or Haru, Apophic, Asar, right? These are the phases of beginning, middle, and end. Osiris means victory, or completed. Complete the mission.
So much. It
So,
was so good to see you.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
all right, take care now.
Things got to be done 1, 2, 3 steps. Things need to be done in order. First things first, second thing second, third thing third. We got to rebuild like the ant. The ant tells you every time, okay, what the aardvark do? Put that hill back underground and overground. Hunt together. Use your ancestor instinct to figure your way out on this earth like we do. Stay naked. You still naked. The birds still naked. The bees naked. The ant's still naked. You know, you got too many clothes and too many spirits, or you you're wearing too many people's cloth and don't know why if it's affecting you. So make your own cloth. Patent your own cloth. Protect your own cloth. And initiate your own cloths. Separate yourself, because if you God, Neteru, descendants of God, or Neteru, or any way they want to say it the way your ancestors said it. It was Neteru, Kemet, say that, but be that. If they the Romans, they the Romans. That means you the Pharaoh. Think Pharaoh-minded. Think like, you know, as Father Divine showed you, if you paying rent $400, Father Divine have an apartment for you for $100. That was a God move. God embodied, because he was doing what God would, this is what God would do for people that suffer. Help them out. Every day he would feed you, every day. Maybe leave $1 or $2, or don't need up, but just say thanks to the father and the mother that was there. Now, that's God move. Stop putting up the rent, and you know you do a God move, we can all eat. Stop doing that, because you being a part of the devil's Satan. We ain't supposed to sell the land. All this real estate stuff, you ain't supposed to be involved with that. Matter of fact, they're supposed to be giving you your land. They gave China their land back, give your land back. So we just want to be humble. We just want to be left alone. We've been through a lot. And we tired that everybody don't acknowledge that we gave a lot, free of charge. Don't come to this country with their old Eastern ways. This is a day where our ancestors died and bled. This is our time. This is for our children. Don't play with it. Get serious sometimes. You can play sometimes. Stop playing around. Get serious a little bit. So, wise up and teach the wisdom to the women. The women are looking for that wisdom. You got to get the wisdom to the woman. Everybody, when you get this knowledge, give it to her. Give it to her. Give it to her. Wake her up. This is her planet. She's just sleeping. She thinks she's second. She's first. So she got to start doing everything first. So, treat her like she the first. Stop paying attention to the distractions and other things. You gotta really take care of yourself. The ancestors don't like when you ain't taking care of yourself, or not paying attention to the technology of the trickery. When you look at movies, don't look at a movie to be possessed by it, like people watching Bruce Lee and they come out and kicking each other, or the Mac come out acting like the Mac. Dissect the movie. Look at the movie and tell me what the movie is saying. Psychology on the psych side. Then don't believe none of that crap. Use it to figure out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Strategies, everyday strategies, economic strategies, prosperity strategies are needed. Think tanks, we need it. We started using strategies to stay away from the others for a minute so we can get ourselves together. Learn that, practice that. Stop feeding others and calling them Poppy. He's your son. He follows you. You don't follow them. Don't give up giving these high names to others and calling me low names. Come out of these low names. Get the higher names. If they call you God or Allah, take it. It's a better name than bitch and whore. Until you study that name, that might be a good name too, Coons. That might be a good name because you really didn't study it yet. The word nigga is a good name. They made you hate your name, so that's why you don't like him to say it, because he's saying it out of mockery. So they made you hate yourself, so they made you trying to get rid of their name nigga, because that represents God's name, one of his names. So now you run around calling each other nigga, you really call yourself God, a separation of other people. You created a name for yourself, but you don't want to keep it. He can't say it, so he's not allowed to say it, but he says it. But nigga means God. And they try to make you forget that. It's one of your names, accept it. You got so many names. So accept your names. They call people coons. They say, well, the coons is coming up to take all the jobs in the north. They coming from the south. Well, who is the coons? But they made you forget that. That was a great tribe of people that lived in this country.
The old goons. Goons.
Oh, goons, coons. And your name is y'all. One of your sacred names is y'all. You is y'all. Y-A-W, backwards way. You is y'all. You say it all the time. Your ancestors left their slang through the language. They left a part of them through language. So they left that language. So when you call each other y'all, and you call, each other these names, the John, John, yeah. The only people say John. Everybody don't say John. That was one of the gods too. Nappy was a god. Everybody wanted nappy hair.
Break down John.
Well, it was, the letter J, then it was yawn. We was from the yawn tribe. There was certain tribes, like when you yawning, but they changed a lot of our names into degenerate names. So you don't see the name as it used to be used. It's a description giving, adjective expert type word. But you got to look at the Delaware Valley. It's a 302 area. That's where they made our ancestors crazy at. Now, these slangs are ancient ancestors' names that we're saying, but using it for slang. Because they made you not respect your names or your gods. So these are God names of the ancient, what we used to pray to, secretly coded through slang. But you say it's passed down like you all. What you all doing? Calling you God. What y'all doing? What you all doing? That's all Aboriginal. Trying to speak Geechee, laugh because Geechee was only our ancestors speaking native tongue, trying to speak English and it sound funny. Geechee sound comes from us speaking our native tongue, but we're trying to speak English, so it came out funny. That's what my great aunt told me, who had no birth certificate. Now come and get my popcorn. There's a show always going on outside in the streets. You need your popcorn to see the show. There's a lot of comedy out there, drama, mystery, bullshit. You need this. But I like to try to make everything concentrated and real simple, not complex. And we get to the point and get past the point. It's a lot. You're gonna read all these books, and you're gonna just alchemize down to what it really need out these books. So these slangs are ways. I remember when I was getting Kabbalah, and I was out this place on Montgomery, a Jewish shop I did on Montgomery in the cut. I went in. I'm gonna share this with y'all, how things work. I goes to the store and I asked the Jewish lady, I said, can I get a Kabbalah? She almost threw up. She gets up and she says to me, that book is only for high priests only. Now she told me some shit. I ain't really know that. I said, yeah? Well, give me my book. Give it here, because I'm a high priest. I'm coming because it's mine. It is mine. She gets up and went to her husband Went in the office, listen, probably said it's a black guy out there, want a Kabbalah. He looks out the office and says, sir, can I help you? I said, I need a Kabbalah. So he says, I got Kabbalahs for dummies. I said, well, have you read the Kabbalah for dummies? He's like, sir, what do you want? So he wanted to cut it short. I said, I need a Kabbalah. So he took me to an area where all the Kabbalahs at and these other books was at, and the Yiddish and all this. So I got it. But what they let me know is that book was only for high priests only. So we should all get a Kabbalah and understand the Sephirah, how to understand, teach yourself the eternal self, how all things are connected to the Sephirah, where your happiness come from, where your sadness come from. So get a Kabbalah, and I'm out, man.
Shout out to AA Rashid.
Yeah, shout out to my man AA.
You know, I've been there, so I was out in Cali with.
Yeah, tell him to holler at him. Yeah, you know, stop playing. That's my man. But
Minister Inky, you have any of his videos or tapes as well?
it ain't about believing in the Kabbalah. It's practicing, it's understanding what they're trying to teach to make you a better human. Peace. More time, Tiger.
Right off the Broadway sub stop, Philadelphia, PA. Shot so loud you would think it was a club spot. African Americans, although we all over the web, we the hood librarians. We ship to prisons too. We reach out and deliver to those that's bitten too, but it's more than a bookstore. You want it, we got it. Mixtapes, DVDs, and culture products. Black and Nobel got our hands in a lot of projects. We welcome all to come build. The energy is positive. Every member of the team is awake and conscious. Come through and experience this place of knowledge. They say they'll put it in a book if they wanna hide it from us, but we got them books so you can buy it from us. Something to read while you on a train or riding the bus. Get your read on, food for thought, get your eat on. Black and Nobel, I buy my books at Black and Nobel.